So his point's irrelevant. He's just piping up for no reason.
Oh!
Classic.
Nah, big man. Let's not do that. Listen.
Everyone catch
I'm talking to your man. Shush, man.
Wow! Wow!
Chatting to Ty. No. Why are you being rude for? Why are you being rude for?
Can't you speak to someone normally?
Stop talking to me, big man.
Okay.
Why not?
What? Where did that come from? That's so weird. What?
Happy we've got something good. I haven't got the urge to kiss Ella. I haven't.
Wow.
Not it, and that's why I retaliate.
Does anyone disagree?
Dad!
Look, you are a knobhead, but shut up, idiot.
Woo!
You don't know yet. No, you've already said enough. You've already gone there, so...
Look how popping that!
Said you're forcing it for that, me. Everyone, thank you.
Lord have mercy. Messy Mitch, baby! Whoa! Where's the remote? Every time this happens to me. My God.
Success is in my DNA. When one door closes, another one opens.
My business is beauty, and I'm the boss. I am still standing, and I'm making my own rules.
A true Southern Belle knows her worth, and I am priceless.
People think they have me figured out, but I'm always the wild card.
You're the fucking spokesperson, suddenly you haven't fucking spoke for about 4 weeks.
Guys, wow. Okay, a lot to break down, a lot to get into when it comes to this episode, so we're gonna just get into it bit by bit, baby. Whew. Hey guys, it's Murad. Hope you guys are all doing well today. Back at again with another video. If you have not subscribed, click that button, baby. It's just one click. One click, subscribe to the channel, follow me on my Instagram at Murad_Murali. I would appreciate it. This morning I woke up to the fact that I was voted. I'm so honored to be voted by the MBCC Awards for Role Model of the Year. Please do vote. I would appreciate it. Links is in the bio below and in the pinned comment. It just takes 2 minutes of your time, straight down to that category. Vote my name, child. Quick, details of your name and your email, and submit your vote. I would really appreciate it. Now, for my Love Island finale event, I've seen people asking. The event is unfortunately sold out. Well, fortunately, child. Fortunately sold out for me. But of course, for others who want to come, I am trying to get just a little more tickets available for you guys. The goodie bags, what we have for you guys who are coming. Y'all are gonna come and eat and leave with some good free shit. We love free shit, child. We love it. So I can't wait to see you guys in, the location has been revealed now. Get there for 8 p.m. sharp, so you can wait till the doors open at 8:30 and get your seats. And it's just going to be a whole moment when we see Whtney and Lochan take the damn crown and bring it home to London. Anyways, okay, the Grafties. This is a new element that Love Island have introduced as a challenge that can provide us some entertainment, in the last week of Love Island, which is, the most boring week of Love Island, as they say. Now, I'm not entirely impressed by the Grafties because it looks like it's just the movie night dressed up differently, and it reflects a lack of creativity when it comes to producing a reality TV show, in my opinion. I don't think we need a challenge like this, because when you are showing old clips of what was said, the main thing that everybody can just say is, that was then, that was who I was then, time has passed, the relationship is stronger now, gloss over. That's what a lot of people can just easily say like that and use it as an excuse or an explanation, whatever you want to call it. That is what they can just say. So I just feel like the Grafties is like a movie night ripoff. I'm not looking forward to it in the future seasons, and I don't think it's really needed. I think if we're not bringing back the Twitter challenge, the headline challenge, or the lie detector challenge, there are many other challenges that I have in my head that would absolutely rip the show into pieces and cause us absolute chaotic drama and entertainment that we would want. I think, obviously I'm not going to say them anymore because I feel like when I spoke about the movie night stuff, they ran with it, child. But at the same time, I'm not going to really discuss that anymore. But I do feel like the Grafties, I don't feel like it's needed. I'm not really impressed by it. They're all of them sitting down, voted who's voted for XYZ. Some clips I don't think were needed, and then they do a speech. But nonetheless, it definitely did bring us some drama, which is what we need for this last week anyways. So I'm not entirely opposed to it. Ty, obviously, telling Whtney to shush. it is disrespectful, and I do see again that he is becoming very reactive to situations, quite explosive, and likes to shut people down in front of Lochan as well. It is disrespectful to just say to Whtney, shush, why are you talking? This second time this has probably happened. And then at the same time, I feel like the way he speaks to girls is he has that same energy with girls, and I just feel like tread carefully. Same thing with Catherine back in the day, a couple of weeks ago, and I just find it to be very odd. I'm glad that Lochan kind of said something and, spoke up for himself. But at the same time, I don't think that Ty really needs to get involved in that. You're upset with Lochan speaking to Whtney about, whatever they're speaking about, but then you're also getting involved yourself. So I feel like he's told off Mitch at the same time for getting involved in relationship stuff, but he does the same thing. He's constantly egging people on to have this awkward conversations like LOB, constantly whispering things. Don't get me wrong, great entertainment. I'm not complaining. Ghost producer to the fullest. I love it as a viewer. I love it as a, Ghost. If I was a producer, I would love him. He's a gold mine of a contestant. He's one of the best contestants on the show. However, I do see him repeatedly disrespecting girls on the show. And I think telling Whtney to shush is just very rude, unnecessary, and not needed. And Ella just sat there quiet like a church mouse and said absolutely nothing about the situation. And I felt like she should have. I also feel like Lochan and Whtney talking about other couples and what is going on is absolutely fine. You speak to your partner about things that are happening in the world anyways, let alone your friendship groups, let alone in an enclosed environment of things that you are seeing and you want to confide or speak to about something that is going on, or the tea with your partner. I don't think anything's wrong in that anyways for Ty to jump in on it, and I thought it was very unnecessary. I feel like Ty is very reactive, even not in just his relationship woes when they're back and forth with Ella, but even when he's having these conversations with other people on the show, he's very reactive. He jumps very quickly to that conclusion and gets very hyped up without any kind of rationale. And I just think that if we're not seeing him even do it with friends, I don't see how him and Ella can actually work on the outside. I don't see how that relationship can work. It doesn't make any sense to me. I feel like the reality TV that we're watching is not even reality, to be honest with you, because they're not really living their real lives in an enclosed environment for 8 weeks of just summer and fun. It's not reality. Reality is heavy raining in London, and you're going to your house on February the 2nd, and you just feel like sunset already at 2 p.m. everything's dark or whatever, and then you go out with your boys on a Saturday night and Ella's not there and so on. Like that's like these are reality tests, for an example. I'm not saying I'd want them to fail, but I just think that the way he speaks and the way he jumps, and he is quite reactive, I just don't think any of that is necessary and not needed when it comes to interpersonal relationships. As a viewer, great TV. I'm not complaining. Great TV when it comes to that. I'm glad that Whtney, defends herself. She continuously defends herself amongst the men who speak to her, like Zach, who told her to shut up as well. But she never ever raises her voice when she defends herself, whether it be with the girls or with the boys. I've never seen her, I've seen her break a sweat. We've seen her cry. She's a human being. She can do that. But I've never seen her raise her voice, act irrational in any capacity. Yet I've seen Ty do it multiple times. But it's okay for a grown man to do it. But if Whtney did it now, there will be a thesis. There will be, people trending to get her out and etc. If she displayed even an inch of the behavior that Ty has been, reflecting. I just feel like it's very unnecessary for him to do that, and it comes off like a troublemaker, year 9 behavior. But again, from a producer perspective, I like to leave my reviews from an audience and a producer perspective. It is obviously good TV and the producers are salivating at it. Mitch, Abby, Ellaby, Scott, I'm tired of this square of whatever's going on between these guys. I'm never gonna agree to disagree, because they're constantly going back and forth over the last week, especially with Abby and Scott. Like, I'm over it. It's tiring, it's exhausting. The storyline has run stale, it has run dry. We don't need to see it anymore. I'm over it, honestly. So I just feel like at the end, Messy Mitch came back, and again, great contestant. This is why this season is top 3 for me, is because there's so many great reactive people on the show, whether it be Zach, Ty, Whtney, Mitch, Scott with his quick clapbacks, calling him a knobhead just out of nowhere. Scott is so quick. Whtney is so quick. Do you understand? If they don't put Scott and Whtney on the Real Houses of Atlanta next season, then I don't want to watch next season. That's what we need to see, because they are quick. Scott, Whtney, and Phaedra, that's a team, child, and add Kenya to it, and we can run with that shade. So I just feel like it's such a good cast, and that's why the challenge was good, and we got the drama that we wanted, and it was very fiery a lot at the end. But I'm still tired of that storyline. The clip, if they really wanted to run this damn challenge, the clip they needed to show was Sammy sitting in that confessional room saying that Jess was not his type. It shocked a lot of people. It showed him being two-faced. He said with his chest that he wouldn't even look at her on the outside, evidently saying that they wouldn't even be in a relationship if it wasn't for Love Island anyways. They never would have crossed paths because he's not into her anyways. That is the clip they should have shown of Sammy and Jess. I don't want to see Sammy and Jess in that finale. I don't think that they're an authentic couple. I think Jess likes Sammy. I don't think Sammy likes Jess as much, and it doesn't make any sense. That is the real carnage that we need to see, and that is what I wanted to see. I'm looking forward to the least compatibility votes that are going to be revealed from them. In terms of favorite couple, I did vote Whtney and Lochan. I want Whtney and Lochan to win. That will be my couple to win. It's Whtney for me. It's Whtney for me, guys. It's Whtney for me. When I want to be at my Love Island event, I'm going to say it's Whtney, and I need you guys to say for me. We're going to do a whole presidential campaign, child, because she has to win this. She has to win this Love Island. It doesn't make sense for anybody else to win. I need them to win. I need them to win, guys. Like, it has to happen. I don't see it working any other way, really. But let me know your thoughts are when it comes to this. So subscribe to the channel, guys. Click that button. It is daily and consistent content. Please vote for me. I'm honored to be voting for the MBCC Awards for Role Model of the Year. I would thoroughly appreciate it. The link is below. It takes 2 minutes of your time. And definitely, I was going to say buy tickets, child, but the event has sold out. I was looking at a different venue to, allow more tickets to come, but to 5 days from the finale now on Monday, it's all very last minute. And for the future, if Love Island is good again, that's what made me want to do this event that I was enjoying this season. So if I was enjoying the season, I'm going to enjoy the finale. We're all going to enjoy the finale. Like, I want to know who takes this crown. Like, I'm eager. Whereas for the winter edition, I just didn't care. So, I don't know, we'll just see what happens. Big Brother's next. I want to do a Big Brother kind of gathering moment again, and we're going to see hopefully if that brings us something as well. But anyways, subscribe to the channel, click that button. It is daily and consistent content. Comment down below on your thoughts on Ty versus Whtney. Whose side are you on? What are your thoughts on the whole Mitch, Abby, Scott, Ellaby saga? The Sammy and Jess, do you guys like them as a couple? And of course, Ella not really patterning her man and getting involved in that and trying to be like, relax, don't tell somebody to shush like that. That's my best friend as well. And if you've got a problem, speak to Lochan. You don't need to speak to Whtney about it. So, I don't know. I just feel like Ty can be very childish, is the word. And I know the Ty supporters in the comments are going to be angry with me. I don't dislike Ty. Again, if I dislike you, I solidly see the show. I like to give an audience review, an audience perspective in these reviews, but personally, I solidly and only see this show from a producer perspective. And I think Ty's, bringing the heat. Mitch is bringing the heat. Whtney's bringing the heat. They're all bringing the heat. I just think this challenge was odd because we don't need to see past clips of them beefing or whatever to try and rehash something, because they've already squashed so much of the beef that were being shown. So it's not going to lead to anything. They're going to get over it quite quickly and just say it's squashed. That was me then. This is me now. And, end it. I want to see something different. I don't want to see a challenge where they're watching a screen of past clips. That's only for movie night, and save that just for movie night. I want to see different challenges that bleed creativity, that is so different. That is so different. I want to see challenges that bleed creativity, that shock us, that are confusing, that make us that really revitalize the show. The challenges, the ideas that I have, the different challenges that I have that will knock their heads, guys. But if they don't want to at me to be, an assistant producer of some sort behind the scenes, which I would love to be, then I don't really want to be talking about publicly because, I just don't. Anyways, subscribe to the channel, guys. Click that button. It is daily and consistent content. I'm going to go eat some chicken, and I'll catch you guys soon for another review.